everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to talk you through a process that I just did because it took me ages to figure it out, and I think it's super helpful, and it's how to clean and regenerate your DPF in my BMW 4 Series. So the reason we're doing this process is that in nearly all diesel cars you have a thing in the exhaust called a DPF, and a DPF stands for diesel particle filter. So it's a filter that it collects all the shit from burning diesel fuel and holds it, and then it holds it, I think, because if you were driving small journeys around the city, you'd kind of be polluting the dirty air around the cities and the built up areas, and the car keeps the deposits, and then when you go on a big open road, it allows the car to burn off all the deposits out into the beautiful Irish countryside, like this beautiful road here, so that you don't pollute the towns and the villages when you're driving around in the diesel cars. So that's the reason why you have to go on long journeys to do this process, and if you don't burn it off, eventually the deposits will build up so much that the car will just be kind of choked up, and it will just have lots of electrical and running problems. So that's the background on why. I got an app that was totally free called Bimmer Lite. So it looks like this. This is the icon for it, and it's called Bimmer Lite. And then if we connect into the car, so I plug that in, and then we click on the app, and then you just go to, well, I've already selected my car to be BMW F32 2015. You press connect, so it's looking for the Bluetooth connector, right? And then it gives you very vital information like exhaust temperature and soot mass. Now, soot mass is the amount of basically build up in your DPF. Now you can see my temperature is at 600 degrees. So a while ago it was like 300. It's now triggered over to 600 degrees. And my soot mass was at 40, which is very high. Like once it gets to 25, you should be doing this process. And now it's at 27.4, and it's all the time dropping and dropping. And basically how I triggered this process is, so I made sure I had more than a quarter of a tank, and then I put my cruise control basically just over 60 miles an hour or 100 kilometers, and then I have my revs sitting at greater than 2000 revs, and I made sure I had a road where that was just uninterrupted, and I just waited, and it takes about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes to start kicking in. You'll notice because your exhaust temperatures will be around 200-300, and suddenly they'll skyrocket to 500-600, and now you can see my soot mass is like gone down to 20, and it should continue to drop and drop, which means that the DPF regeneration process is kicked in. And yeah, it's just if you're not doing long journeys all the time, these deposits build up, and I couldn't figure out a way to read what the deposits were unless I got a paid app. So I basically have like a €10 Bluetooth OBD2 connector that connects down into the OBD2 connection, and then down here by my footwell, and then this app is basically free. Now the amount of settings are not as good, or the amount of readings are not as good as something like Car Scanner, which is better for other stuff, but specifically for exhaust temps and soot mass in a very good view that you can kind of view it and watch it. Yeah, this is a super app. So yeah, just wanted to walk you through that process because it took me a while to figure it out. It's super helpful. It's something that needs to be done on a regular basis, and on using this app and reading the figures off the screen. So yeah, I was just kind of toying with the process a little bit. So I backed off the speed to about 55 miles an hour, about 90 kilometers, and I just went under 2,000 revs to kind of see what would happen. And now when I'm looking at my temperatures, so you can see, well, I'm at a beautiful 1.7 grams now, down from about 40 about 20 minutes ago, but I'm about 300 degrees of exhaust temps. So that kind of tells me that this process has turned off. Now you saw it there, it just jumped to 563 and this down to 1.6. So I'm trying to figure out if you definitely need to be above 100 and need to be above 2,000 revs. I'm not 100% sure. It looks like maybe not, because now we're at 607. So I think between 50 and 60 miles an hour looks like the process will still kick in. Now the thing about the more than a quarter of a tank, I don't really know. I read it in a couple of forums and I just decided I'm not going to go on this long journey with less than a quarter of a tank and have the process not work, so I just did it. But if you figure out that it works with less than a quarter of a tank, let me know in the comments. And just finally, just to show you the app and the device that I'm using. So this is just a simple Bluetooth OBD2 connector. It's made by VPeak. I think it's an Amazon really reasonable job, super job for connecting to the car. And then in terms of the app that we're using, this is the icon for it, and it's called Bimmer 2 Lite. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.